Hi. It's weird. My thing does this thing. My OBS setup does this weird bug when I have to reselect the camera or something in the thing. Like if I have it turned off for a while and I turn it back on, I have to go into the properties and change the setting to deselect the camera and select it again. It's like it forgets what the camera is. Don't know. I don't know. All right, what am I doing? I got some things to do before I start my coding, the codes. I'm excited for today's coding. I've been in this, last week I was really struggling coding. I was just sort of lost in the design of what I was building, and I was trying to compensate for 1,000 things at once and without really I was trying to optimize for a million things without solving anything particularly interesting. And so I had a break over the weekend, just sort of not thinking about a lot of things. I was inspired, so I've been writing this IRC client in Ruby. And I thought to myself, I always wanted to work more in my IRC client, right? But I'm using my Linux machine to do coding, which is actually using a machine for coding that doesn't have any email on it or chat or nothing. It's just music and code has been great, because it means that I can have these coding sessions where I just don't get distracted at all, because there's nothing on the machine to get distracted by. So I've been doing this long coding stint. The other night I was up until 3 a.m. I put the kids to bed, and I was got this 7-month-old baby. And I said to myself, I'll put her to bed, and then I'll knock off. I'll stop programming when, she wakes up for a bottle. So just kept going until 3 a.m. and I thought, shit. And I was just locked in the zone. And so I've been building this IRC client, on my coding machine, but I also have a Mac for my administration stuff. So I was I'm going to set up a VPN, a remote desktop client, so I can. Oh shit! I'm my chat running. Whoops. Gotta get my chat client running so I can see if someone's saying anything. So I've I tried to install this VPN thing so I could look at my computer. Oh shit. Quiet. So I could, log into my coding machine. And then I was all right, well, I need to install the VPN thing. So I was installing this thing called RustDeck, which was pretty cool. But then I started writing an automation script for this installation of RustDeck, and that's writing this script to just install a binary from the internet has taken me on this winding journey of just learning as much about Bash as I can. This language that is just this horrible but kind of fun language that's basically on every computer that I've ever touched, except Windows. Is it on Windows? It's in the subshell, Windows subshell. So I've been writing a lot of Bash, and I'm currently exploring building TUIs or terminal UIs with Bash. So I'm sort of writing some helper functions. I'm trying to learn about Bash best practice and Bash performance, learning about associative arrays and the versions of macOS. macOS has an old version of Bash, but doesn't support associative arrays. And I've been using Z Shell on my machine for years. Why the fuck do I even use Z Shell anymore? I can't even remember. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna keep on playing. We're gonna do some Bash. Do some Bash, but I'm gonna do my stream chats. Stream chats. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's load this up over here. So much administration. I missed some chats. Hello. Hello, Pete. And Pedals. Hello, hello. I didn't have my thing running over here. Didn't have it. This is why I need to like have a better. This is not very good. You don't know what I'm looking at. Hang on, press this button. There we go. There you go. This is my computer now. This is my computer. I got my chat room over here, and I think that if I put, where's my little creator dashboard thing? I gotta pull. There's so many buttons to press. Ugh, there's so many buttons. Chat room. Pop that out. Test. 1, 2, 3. Does it go through? Yeah, it works. Woo! My chat works. What else do I have to do? I gotta like send them out on the Twitters that I'm doing stuff. Thank you. Chat success. It works. And I'm pretty sure if you put a banana emoji in, something special happens. I think the banana code works. I don't think I broke it. Maybe I broke it. Who knows? But a banana emoji will change the cursor to a banana. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. No bananas. No bananas coming through. Let's get a tweet that I'm doing this streaming thingy.
Nice banana.
Nice banana. Yes, it works.
Nice banana.
Nice banana. Yes. I know. I'm pretty happy with this actually. I think it's very cool. No, well, I considered this actually. I considered this, and there is a 5-second debounce on the banana technology. So, throttle, debounce, whatever the right term is. But like 5, if you put in like a bunch of bananas, it only like will do the banana for once every something seconds or something like that. Put this in here. Yes, yes. Okay. Unbanana peel slipinator. That's what I should have called it. That's what I should have called the technology. That was a missed opportunity. All right, I'm excited for this. I've just been having such an absolute. I tell you what, writing this Bash stuff, just like getting into Bash, writing Bash, playing with it, stretching my comfort zone, has been one of the most rewarding things I've done in a long time. And so, I've just had an absolute blast playing with Bash. So, what am I doing today? So I've got this I'll show you what I'm doing right now. Pardon me. I've got code everywhere right now. Like this code is whack. Oh, I've got a file called WQ. Okay. So, what am I doing? I'm trying to build a TUI framework. So, I really like terminal UIs. Like if I run Yahtzee on my machine, like this is a terminal. I mean, this is like a terminal UI that lets me browse like files and stuff using this cool UI thingy, right? Look at all these things. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. All right. I like it. What else do I have that's a TUI? BTOP. BTOP is a very, very cool terminal UI, right? It's got these like boxes and stuff, and like these little progress bars, and all these things, and blah blah blah. And then this is very, very cool. This is very, very cool. So I want to build a framework for making TUIs for terminal UIs. Because when I looked into how these tools are made, they're made with a lot of them are made with this open source software called Glow, which is a Golang thing. And what I want is I just don't want to. I want to play it. I want to try and build it in Bash, because at the end of the day, this is just a bunch of ANSI. This is just a bunch of characters on a screen, refreshing. Right? How does this scroll bar work? Scroll bar, very cool. Right, so it's like this is like there's some mouse stuff being happening in here, and and buttons and whatever. At the end of the day, this is just characters on a screen, right? And you can think of each one of these as an X and Y coordinate. So that's 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, right? And so there's no reason why this has to be driven by Bash. It can be, Golang, it can be driven by Bash. And there's this thing called libcursors, which is kind of old school. So I was thinking, like, is there a way for me to build a terminal UI declaratively and can have it compiled into Bash? It's pretty wild. Let me show what I mean. I've been playing with something like this. Now, you ignore most of what's on my screen right now. This is just all test code. But I was thinking, like, can I build a terminal UI using a declarative syntax like this? It doesn't do much at the moment. All it does is just show text on the screen. But can I have things like box and then put like text in the box? And then can I have, ANSI is just like boxes and text anyway, but maybe I can have, like a grid. Well, let me show you. Let me show you, right? So, in this Yahtzee example, whoops, in this for J, so this, is how would you describe this UI in my like Cuddle CDL declarative Bizzo? Well, you would have like you've got 3 columns. I was thinking, and then a bar at the bottom, right? So maybe it's like I would call it a grid, because that's kind of what the word I was looking for. We got this top thing here, which is the location. So we go like row ID equals location, text, go to, this is just all static information for now. So there's a row, and then there'll be like column, 3 columns, maybe just down the row, column, I don't know what this section is. What's this called? Let's just do folders, ID equals folders 1, whatever that section is called. Like 2, 3, and then another row, and then we'll go like text status or something. Like this is not very good. Like this is not the syntax that I would choose. But can I have this thing that then compiles into Bash that you then run as a Bash script, and then you just pipe data to the right sections inside the UI? Or something. Now this could be the worst idea in the history of the world, or this could be the start of something truly amazing. Either way, I'm gonna have a blast working on it. Because the other thing is, I really want to write more terminal. I want to make more stuff in Ruby, and Ruby is just so non-portable. And I've been like, I said to myself, I'm gonna write all my my command line tools in Bash from now on. But Bash is just so annoying, especially when it comes to UI stuff. So like, can I like have a terminal UI declared, compiled to Bash, and then I just call stuff into it? I don't know if I'm explaining myself, because I don't even know what I'm doing right now. But currently I'm just playing with cursors, understanding how cursors work in the terminal, and keyboard entries. I'm just sort of playing with that stuff. So I started writing this bit of a script here. I'm just exploring sort of how keystrokes work inside Bash. So I'll show you what this does right now. Just output some numbers. I can type into this little thing right here and then press enter, and it doesn't work very well. I think I broke my new line handling. One moment, please. One moment. I will fix my poo. Quit. Cursors. Else. Fire. Echo. Don't know about. Input. Else if input doesn't equal equals a blank string, then else echo sick. All right.
Enter works. Hello. Don't know about hello.
I'm gonna like do a new line here, I think, to print. I'm gonna print off the end character, the new line. So if it's a blank string, that should just. I actually don't need this code anymore. Yes, I do. It doesn't equal a blank string. There we go. Hello. Don't know about hello. P. All right, sick. So I'm basically building a REPL. I'm building a REPL, a custom REPL in Bash, which is kind of wild. So the way this works is I've got some like functions at the start of that are just sort of helper functions. I don't know if I'm like these names yet. Yeah, I'm just putting some shit on the, echoing some numbers to the screen just so I've got a bit of padding, just some movement in the terminal. Bit of better naming scheme for these. REPL for the win. Oops. I feel like there is probably some, this has probably been done before, by the way. I'm sure like this has been done before, what I'm building, but I'm building my own one. So I don't care. Just got some key characters that I need saved. So I'm just, there's a for loop, and then I print the prompt, at which point I then start reading the key presses in. So calling read, R stands for, what does R stand for again? I can't remember. TLDR read. Do not let / act as an escaped character. Yes, that's right, because I need to handle special characters. So interpret the backslashes, only read one character though, and put that in key press. Now, if like an up, down, left, right situation has been pushed into the terminal, it actually sends through like /E as an escape, and then like A, that's kind of up. And that's what gets sent to the terminal, which is 2 characters or three bytes or characters, whatever you want to call them, like the escape, this thing, and this thing. The first thing but I'm only reading one character here into the key press variable, which I probably should declare at some point. So I then test to see if the key press is the escape character, which is this first one. And if it is, I then read some more from the terminal reading. I guess standard in is what I'm reading from, I guess. Oh, I'm reading from /TT, the TTY, I think that's what I'm reading from. Read again, and S means silent, so don't like repeat back the character to the UI. So read it again silently, and here I specify a timeout. So don't wait longer than 0.001 seconds for the input. I assume this is fine. I copied this from Stack Overflow, I guess. This is to stop, like, if there was just no more input left, then you would just be hanging forever. I read that into key press special, and then sort of I rejoin the key presses together just to make my life a bit easier. I then, I've got some debugging output here where I put the key press. At Q will render the escape codes literally, so I can just see them easier in my interface. This one I'll come back to. But I then look at the key press that was entered, and if it was up key up, well, I'm not doing anything right now. And then I'm actually not doing anything with these key presses right now. I'm just capturing them. The next section is like if the key press is a blank string, basically enter, then break the loop and sort of reset the terminal UI. Well, break from reading input. If there's a key press, backspace, my whole backspace handling just does not work right now. I'll show you. I tried getting it working, but hello, back. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work whatsoever. Hello. So I got to fix that. Yeah, that is left and right. And then here, this is just any other regular character. So if you enter like the character A or B, it'll then take that B input. This is like a running input variable that I have of the entire command. So input, and then add the current key press to it, and then print that key press to the screen. But because I'm capturing it silently, I have to reprint it to the screen. And then that's what I'm doing. And I got this like, I was currently playing with writing my first command, which was a command to output the current cursor position, the terminal cursor position. So I've got it just alias to P right now. And this is just the key press. So what's happened here is I've the way that cursor work in the terminal is a bunch of special ANSI codes that you can sort of pipe to the terminal and have it do things for you. And I've got this, like, I downloaded this markdown from the internet, and I've got it written all up here. So I'm currently playing with cursor controls, which is the reason that I'm sort of writing this code in the first place. And I want to request the cursor position. Reports as escape character number : number R. And so I want it so if I basically type pos in my little REPL, that it will output the current cursor position. Now, admittedly, it won't be very useful because it will change immediately, but I'm going to give it a go. So what I was working on right now is just like the passing of that key press. So I output that character, so 6N to, I print it, and then I got back, that's what P does. And this just tells me that a key press was received with an escape, a number, and R, and I just finished passing it then. So I'll show you that passcode. I don't know if this is a good way to pass it. This is the way I'm doing it. If the last character is an R, that might not be a good idea because it might actually do it if a literal, oh no, it's just handle escape character, that's fine. So then I'm using the read again. So I'm reading, this is a slightly funky syntax, but I'm using the internal field separator, whatever it is called. This is an environment variable you set. It gets passed into the read command. And so this says split. These are the two field separators, semicolon and R. And then I've chopped off the escape sequence here already. And so basically split the string on semicolon or R. And then as it sort of reads through the string, sort of like put them into these two variables, and that's what I did here. So now I have my X and Y, which is cool. Obviously I need to figure out a better way to put this into the log situation. Maybe this should be a console logger situation. Maybe there needs to be like, maybe I need to be able to console log and have this move down automatically. So if you're typing something and then like a console log happens, it goes above it somehow. Like this gets pushed down automatically and this moved up or something. All right, in the meantime, we'll just replace echo with a function called TUI console logger log. And I'll just go echo for now. Echo TUI console log, TUI console log. Lovely. Y. Wow. Cool. This should then, no more echoes floating around. Let's replace this TUI console log. That should just be annoying. Whoops. And a file. What? Oh, I'm going to do this thing. Whoops. Floating around. Hello. See, so annoying. So annoying. But what I can do is let's output this to a file. Yes. An actual log. That sounds like a fantastic idea. So how do I do that? I think I just can go, I think $1, I think, current file. I think that's like current file path. Oh, $0, I think. Curses sh. I can go real path, I think, on it.
Huh?
Nope. Real path. There we go. Aha, I have a path of some description. Yes. Yes. Now, there's like a directory, I think, tool. I want the path. I want the real path. File. Nope, that's not what I want. What's this extension do? Huh? File cursor. Okay, point again shell. Nice, very nice. I want the directory. Is that a real directory? Tell me what I need to know, please. Print absolute pass unless pass below dir. Canonical, logical, resolve symlinks. I guess maybe I can. Now there is a thing in Bash that lets you slurp up. And what was the? If I go real path, curses.sh, is this madness if I do this? Yeah, was madness. What I'll do is I'll just like hard code the. I was just trying to figure out. I was trying to be smart about the console path, log path. Oh, milish. Is there a? Huh. So I've been learning about this thing called XDG spec. Oh, XDG. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. XDG spec. It's like a specification for where things should go on your computer. And I'm wondering if there's any mention here of logging. The XGD state home contains state about data that should be specific in the application. User since home, data does, preference. Oh, cool. Okay. X runtime directory defines the base directory relative to which potential runtime files and other file objects and name pipes should be stored. Okay, let's put it in XDG state home. Yeah, let's be good Linux citizens. Have I got this set? I don't have this set. I thought I did set this. So did you see? XDG. XDG. Oh. XDG. Nope. Maybe it's in profile. I thought I did set. Echo XDG. Oh, there's some XDG stuff. Runtime dir. Runtime dir. Data dirs. How do I get this setting on Arch? How do I get this set? Tell me how to set these, please. Okay. According to the spec, unset environment variables or empty values must be meant for default paths. Right. Okay. Right. So, I want what I want. I want the log. Go home. Maybe I should use runtime directory instead. Oh, this is npm uses this, so let's do the same thing. and state home. Bye-bye, thank you. Should default to home local state. Okay, got you. I got you. Okay. State path is... Now, I can do this thing in Bash where it's like $xdg state home or default to this, I think. Oh, close. Versus Magic Keith local states. Did that work? Line 9. What was line 9? Should default to home local state. Why is this saying it got me? Close this off. Line 9, home Magic Keith. XDG state home. I thought it was like bash and empty default. I'm in the colons, unset on null. That's what I was doing. Maybe these quotes are throwing it off. Oh, whoops, the dollar sign. I can't even bash. Da. Success. And what was the NPM one? State home. TUI. TUI state path, I'll call that. Yes. Yes. You're all the man now, dog. Lovely. And then I will go, this should be TUI, yep. And then I will go, console logger path would be the TUI. What is my TUI name? Cool. Now I'll do a bit of mkdir, just p, TUI log path. Ruby. To get rid of this, don't need this now. I might put this into a variable, a global. Oh, config maybe. Yeah, config. And use an associative array. All right. Why? Because I can. That's why. I think this is it. This is the syntax. So I don't think this worked. TUI name. No. You know what? I'm gonna back out because I was going to use an associative array, but associative arrays don't work on in older versions of Bash, which is kind of annoying. So even though I'm trying not to make this thing like the most try not to make it as portable as possible, I'm just trying to do the right thing. Older versions of Bash, forget them. Well, I was going to do that. Look at my thing, just weird highlighting there. I don't think associative arrays work by default on macOS because of the versions of Bash, because they stopped updating Bash. Hang on, I've got a Windows machine here. What's this Bash version? Bash version 3.5, and I think the associative arrays were were added in 4. So the reason I was going to use an associative array, I mean, I don't have to. Yeah, I know it does breaks, but I'm trying to be a good citizen of the internet. The reason I was going to use an associative array is because then I can, in my REPL, have like a config dump and just dump some of these state variables that I have. Yeah, but I want to be able to run my terminal-wise on Bash. I love Bash too, but I want to be a good citizen. Tim Apple, he just made Bash so difficult. I think there was some licensing things, so they switched it to Z Shell, I think. I'm actually seriously considering going back to Bash as my just daily terminal driver. I use Z Shell only for like the thing on the right hand side, like the bottom right hand corner, like the little Git path, but I think I might just put that in the left and just move on with my life and move back to Bash exclusively. So the reason I was thinking of using an associative array, because that means I can have a console like a config, like TUI config dump type command in my REPL, which puts all these things out. And if I use an associative array, then it's really easy to do that, because I can just loop over the things, the key value pairs. But if I can't use an associative array, is there another data structure that I could use? I could use a string. a string. I don't want to do that though. That would be a bad thing to do. Is there a way? Oh, you know I could do. I know what to do. Env grep DUI. Because these are environment variables, I think, right? Nope. TVI. Huh? Maybe I'm not. foo equals bar. And grep foo. Oh, maybe I have to go expert foo equals bar. Env grep foo. Is there a way in bash to oops, oh no. Get all local variables bash. Set. Oh, sick. That's what I want. Set. Bar equals fizz equals buzz, and then set grep fizz. Lovely. All right, let's do that. That's fine. I'll keep this as it is. I might just do this though, to be more explicit about what this is actually doing, so it doesn't handle the default of that. That's good. I think that's much better. And then I can do actually stay home here. And then I can go set grep. And then I can have a just naming scheme here of TUI config. Now in grep land, I can't remember in grep start of line. I think it's hat. Hat was hat. Oh, as in like I thought it was, but it didn't quite work. Set grep fizz. Oh, it does work. Oh yeah, it does work. I was right. Because then I can have. Let's pull that stuff out for now. Let's turn off my annoying. I can do. I'll come up with a better way of doing this later on. I'm set grep TUI config. That should work. What? Oh, stop that top somewhere. Really? I can't have a thing that does nothing. It's an empty fine. Whatever. Huh? Alright, we'll do if debug TUI debug. It's true. Hey, look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. Look, it does a thing. Hell yeah, boy. But what happens if there's like new lines in these things? Is it gonna break? Oh, that worked. What about if I'm really naughty, like put a red color in there. Color help, please. Colors, give me the colors. 31, echo /e, 31M, red, /e, 0M. I just road dogged that ANSI. I was quite proud of myself then. It didn't freaking work. Let's go to E, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I don't need the commas. I thought I did. Red. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now let's put this in. Config test 2. Just seeing if it outputs the colors. And I've shown you doing it instead of escaping. Oh, cool. Seems to escape properly. Nice. But what I do want to do is I can get rid of this now. I'll bring this back. All right, so I want to actually output this to the console. TUI console log. All right. Which will essentially do the same thing, except it won't do multiple lines. Now I've lost new lines. Maybe. Oh, did I not put this in some string? Oh, maybe I do this. Yeah.
Sick. Outputs it to the console.
And then my console log. I can go make dir just p TUI log console config should be the console log path, I think. TUI config console log path. No, it should just be the log path. Sorry, log path. Log path, and then config state path. I need to make sure that exists, and also make sure the log path exists. And then I can. How do I can never remember how to do this. Echo $1 to TUI config log path console.log. Haha. Can I remember how to just output to a file? I don't know why I find it so difficult to remember. Is it? Like this? Mission denied. What? Oops. I need the thing where non-existent variables is a pen. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, thank you. Now, I want the bashism that says like blow up on undefined variable. Bash undefined variable. Yeah. Just when using undefined variables. Yeah, set dash u. That's what I want. Yeah. Unbound variable TUI name. Did you have that at the top of your head, or did you? I thought a pipe file was one word, not two words. It is one word. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I haven't written that in another. On your phone. Ah, on your phone. Wow, that's hardcore. That is hardcore shit. Okay, that should work now. So that outputted to my actual UI, and then tail-f log. Oh, that's my old shit. Oh, that's right. It's in a different spot. It's in here. Whoops. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put it in my special bucket. Special. Tail. Hey, look at that. See.
Hey, it's so cool.
Bash isn't on iOS?
What is there any shell?
On a bash in iOS? I mean, there is the Linux subsystem, I think. Yeah, you get access any if you tried. I'm kind of chuffed at this. I'm chuffed at how this is working. I do want some gray. I'll put some gray in this now. Let's get some gray handling. Color help, gray. I always can't remember dim, maybe. Dim faint mode. Yeah, let's do some. Let's get some color variables happening. Let's go ANSI color. Is it just dim? Color graphics. Dim color. Dim. I assume it's color. Let's just call it graphics. Because it's not specifically color dim 2M. And we'll go dim resets as well. Very nice, very nice. So now,
Huh?
can never remember why. Why does Echo not do this by default? I have to put like dash. I think dash E is the one. There we go. But I don't understand why. Why does it not work by default? Echo. Enable interpretation of / escapes. Disable the interpretation of back as default. Print. Does print F do backslashes by default? Man, print F. So print F does it by default. Echo Pesci it is then. Yeah, right, okay. I only wanted to show some colors, so this should be fine for my purposes, I think. So now, if I've got this stuff writing, if you need to print YAML with white space, you print F, not echo. Got it. Oh yeah, because what does printf do? Some stuff with white space or something? Dynamic pipelines. I know a thing or two about some dynamic pipelines. All right, so now what I want to do is basically when something is printed to the log, see how it sort of fucks with my stuff right now? Oops. See how like it it gets in the way of my writing. What I want to do is basically have the console basically push the current line down and right above it. So like a little chat thing. How do I do that? So I basically need to take the current line how do I do this? Well, how do I just shift? Can I shift the cursor around? Let's get cursor control. Cursor controls. Move. Save the position. Moves cursor one line up. Erase. I don't want to erase. I just want to move. Erasing the line won't move the cursor, meaning that cursor will stay in the last position. You can use /R after erasing the line to return the cursor to the start of the current line. Yeah, so if I was to, I mean, this was very rude, but actually I probably should, I think by using this syntax here, hex, color, what was red? Red, please, red FG. Red FG, red. I broke my thing. Red. How do you reset? How do you unset a color specifically? We'll just go color red. 31. That was red. Color. Foreground color. BG color. Maybe this should be actually color. Maybe it's a bit nicer. Yeah. Color foreground red. How do you? I thought there was a ANSI reset foreground color. I know that resets everything though. I want just the one that. Anti-reset foreground color only. All right. Oh, what is this? Term info. I need to come back to this because this is. I will need to come back to this at some point. So what I want to do now is see if hacks. Pardon me. Let's just put this top. Hello. Here's a color BG red. I might change the namespace of these a little bit. Because then I can have one for like cursor, anti-cursor, something. So graphics reset, graphics dim resets. Foreground color red, background color red. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Anti foreground red. Hello. Anti resets. Yeah, see the hacks come through. So I'll use that Q that I learned about earlier. At Q. Message not found. That's better. Less hacks. It's not looking, but we've got these weird. Oh, it's because this is dollar thing happening now. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I know what to do. I'll keep that. I'll use my old mate. Yes. You're the man now, dog. Fuck that up, Rolly. I was going to do what I wanted. Thanks. It's some off upbeat.io thingy for streaming music. All right, let's get back to what I was doing before. I've sort of lost myself trying to make a nice thing here, but I'm trying to fix is the fact that you can hack the console output here. So I'm trying to think about the responsibility of the console here. And should this be responsible for this? Yes, the answer is yes, basically. This should be responsible for not fucking with the colors. Is there something in... What if I just only wanted to like... Is there a thing that where it's only like escape all non-new lines? Maybe print. So if I was to do what even does that at do? Bash at Q. Maybe this is what I want to do actually. What if I do this? And then go like this. Yeah, but I'm trying to fall in love with Bash a little bit. I'm trying to fall in love with it, if I'm honest. I'm trying my hardest though. Slash echo one at Q. What does that look like? Nah, it looks like shit. Looks like bullshit. Maybe I should just escape. Escape all non-new lines. Where's that 22N coming from? Is that dim reset not what I think it does? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I really do want to just use a dictionary. I really do. But I refuse to conform with your 2000 and your 1995 standards. I'm a man of the 70s. Both dim and bullet and reset with the twin. How come reset is not working? Oh, because it's not friggin' E. Ah! I think this might do what I want now. Yes, perfect. Because I have decided that this thing here is wrong. So this, I've got this code here that's outputting my local config variables, and it's just putting it as a string, right? And the fact that my REPL is showing it as a single string, I think is actually correct. So what I want to do here is a little something like this. I want to go. Let's see if I can raw dog this. Internal field separator equals new line. Read. Line. No, I don't. I think actually if I go for line in, will this just work? Maybe the quotes. Hey, that worked. Isn't that default in IFS? I thought, yeah, I mean, I think it is, but I always seem to, my muscle memory is just to always reset ifs to what I need to be and never rely on the default. Maybe that's bad practice. I don't know. But this is cool. Now it's putting too many echoes though. Console log. Sure. So what I'm doing is I'm building. What I'm doing at this very second is I'm building a REPL, because I would like to build a terminal UI, such as this. Let me show you server. All right, so here is a terminal UI of Yazi. It's very cool. It's like a file browser. It's very pretty looking. This is a terminal UI as well as BTOP. Like this is like creme de la creme of terminal UIs. Now they're all written in different languages, right? So I think they're both those things are written in either Go or Rust and cross-compiled. What I'm trying to do is I want to build one of these things myself, but I want to build it in. I mean, if you look at Yahtzee, for example, like this is doing nothing overly interesting, right? There's no, this is like, it's highlighting a row and showing what's highlighted, and showing the contents of the file on the right-hand side, right? With some other stats on the page. Now, I'm wondering if, so there's like, if you look at the data requirements and the presentation requirements, the data requirements are quite simple. LS here, and then read here, right? With some fanciness around iconography and stuff, right? So what I'm trying to do is it possible to write this entirely in Bash? Now, the difficulty of writing this whole UI in Bash is obviously just Bash is a fucking nightmare, as you know, as you see me trying to struggle with it right now. And so, is it possible to have some sort of declarative terminal? Like, can you describe this UI declaratively, have that compiled to something, and then you run that something, and then you pipe data into that something and have it be the right thing? So like this section, this panel in the middle here could maybe refer to a named pipe. And if you put stuff into that, like a script, when you run the script, you run the UI, and then you just start passing data to the UI. If I try bats, what is bats again? I can't remember what it is. Bats. It's bats. Oh, I mean like the bats testing thing. Unit testing for Bash. Unit test. Don't need tests. Don't worry about tests. Don't need tests. Don't need CI. Don't need CD. Just wing it. Just wing it. Bugs. I need to keep a job. Because if all the bugs are gone, then no need for programmers. I fixed this, by the way. I fixed this. So here is what I'm thinking, by the way. So I started writing this. Here's the other thing that I've been playing with. KDL Lang. So no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I really like configuration languages. I like exploring them. I like thinking about them, and I like schema design. And I sort of tend to obsess over schema design in configuration quite a bit. Now, traditionally, I'd use YAML because YAML is sort of the most. I don't like configuration languages that you have to see too much of and worry too much about. Like JSON, a JSON configuration file is annoying because there's too much syntax. There's too many characters floating around. YAML was probably the best option for a configuration file, and that's what I've used in the past. My only issue with it is that it's white space dependent, and it's not very forgiving in that regard. And if you're off by one space, then the whole file passes incorrectly. Toml seems to be making a bit of a comeback at the moment as a configuration file. It's basically the ini file format with a few niceties. I was going to use this one, but I didn't because I don't like it. I don't like top press and water, so I didn't use it. So I was thinking of I went looking for other configuration languages, and I found Cuddle. EDN. What's EDN? This one? EDN configuration files. How about is this like an Erlang thing? Closure? This is gross. I hate it. It's too much syntax. Too much. Get out of my way, syntax. Get out of my way. And it's so compact and it doesn't breathe. There's no breathing room in this configuration. Pydantic. Let's have a look. Data validation for Python. Zod. Well, I mean, look, so it's terms so you do have these schema generation things like PKL, right? Which I think is relatively new on the scene. And this is a PKL file. And it converts to this thing, so it's kind of nice looking. And this thing's from Apple. I think Apple made it, and there's a whole parser business. And it all just sort of works. Blah, blah, blah. Why didn't I like this one? I didn't like it for a reason. Well, at first I don't like the data template validation from command line integration build pipeline. I didn't like it for a reason. I think yeah, you can always just validate back to JSON. I didn't like it for a reason. I need to understand why I didn't like it now. Yes, this is why I didn't like pickle. It could do too much. Pickle is not a banana. Yeah, there's no banana. I don't have any pickle handling, sorry, in my chat room. I didn't like that it could do too much. Like the simple case of pickle is quite nice. It reads like JavaScript type structure. But then you can start to do like these like fancy maps and like reverse and contains, and like I don't believe that configuration files should have these things. Maybe this is more of a hill that I will die on, but I don't believe that configuration files should have functions. I feel like configuration files should declare things, not have logic inside them. If you want something that has logic, use a fucking programming language and then output the thing that you want. But have the configuration file should be static. Like the configuration file, like my database config file doesn't change on me, you know? There are only a few amount of hills that I will die on professionally. One of them is like, I think even Pickle has access to the environment. Yeah. I don't believe you should be able to do this. I don't believe that you should be able to access the environment inside a config file. I mean, the schema can do it, yeah, but the schema just defines what you can, the feeling of the config. You know, the schema just says what you can and you can't do. But I don't believe there's any like. So look, in Pickle, you can do all these things. So you can do contains, first, drop. You can do maps. I don't think that you should be like, YAML doesn't have that. YAML just says like it's just a way to describe a data structure. And I feel like that's all that config file should do, is describe, like, here is a data in a structure. It's like a row in the database. The row in the database doesn't change. When you ask for a row today and tomorrow, as long as it's been updated, it's the same row. Whereas in this sort of thing, it can change on you. And I just don't believe that should be, that's what programming languages are for. Use a programming language and then have an SDK that builds something instead of a configuration file. This is more of an SDK, an annoying SDK thing. But so like YAML, I think, is probably the best configuration. Well, it was. I mean, let me. YAML's good. YAML's good. I've used it for configuration files for ages. But yeah, like I said, that white space just really gets newcomers, and it just doesn't. You can't build up inside a YAML file. Like, you always have to have the structure. And so I stumbled across KDL, which is what I was showing before, and it's the cuddly document language. And I really like it. And I've sort of come to really appreciate what it's doing. The reason I like it, it has enough syntax to be useful, and then for the most part, it lets the schema breathe more, if that makes sense. Yeah, so you're actually interacting with a schema and not a configuration language. YAML, I feel like, sort of half-half. You have to understand YAML a bit to work with it, whereas this is sort of quite forgiving and close. There's like a little playground. How do I get to the playground? Yeah, so like you can just go, hello, and that's valid cuddle. It's totally valid. Hello. There you go. This is a method and an argument. Property. You can have like a type. There you go. This is hello of type hello. Like, you know, this might be, imagine if this was UID or date or float. And then nesting sort of just works really nicely. So hello, like nest, toast. That's cool. Food. So it's just kind of very forgiving. And then you can just have like, hello string is great. Another string. Like it just sort of, when I've been playing with it, I felt that it's very forgiving. The syntax is very forgiving, which means the schema has to sort of come through a little bit more, which I really like. And so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm using it to, I'm wondering if I can declare, back to this whole thing, is it possible to build a term UI like Yahtzee by declaring, can you declare the UI in Cuddle, have that compile to something, and then just push data to it and have it render? And have just like bash callbacks and stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. So this is what I've started so far, and it sort of works a little bit. I can call bin compile. It doesn't work very well. Actually, let's just put the get out of here. I think this one is the best one that works right now. Oops. I wish hashes were comments though. All right, so what have I got so far? So in my test Cuddle file, this is the only bit of UI I've declared. It's some text with top and an emoji of a lamp. This is commented out. A bash icon with an ID of fruity, icon Ruby, toasty, and success. Now, this doesn't mean anything right now. I'm just sort of exploring and putting shit around and testing my parser. And when I run it, it creates like, ignore the code, but it compiles to some bash. So this is a console, my original version of my console. And this is the bash that it compiles to. Now, I can also do, if I pass that to bash, there you go. I've just gone from like Cuddle to a bash powered TY. Now, there's no reason why I can't have a syntax of like I was playing with grid before. Like imagine if there was blocks, text, hello world. Like, can that work? Can that just work? I think it can. What about like menu, item, hello, and then like shortcut or something. You know, I think I can make some very expressive things in here. So that's what I'm sort of building up towards. But it's taking quite a while just to get all the infrastructure in place. But I was just taking a step back to write some just bash that I can use in my renderer. Might put this in a function TY console init. All right, I'm going to quickly use the restroom, and then I'm going to try to make this so that this input box is always sort of fixed at a fixed location on the screen. All right, thanks for joining. I hope you learned some things, and next time, hopefully, a bit further along. All right, I'm going to BRB. I'm back. With the cold sausage. Back with the cold sausage. Okay. I was thinking about this. I think I need a slightly more sophisticated way of entering text. That's what I need, for sure, for sure. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna make a function. Let's make a function. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, let's put these up here first. Key up. Okay. Okay. So, what do I need to do? I want to first figure out where's a dim. I want some background colors first. Background gray. This like gray on red is quite nice. What is this situation? Foreground color code. I think I've got some color helper codes in. Let's look at term info. Yeah, how do I get teapot colors. I think there is a. I think I wrote something in my teapot. Oh, color party. That's right. Color party. I wrote a thing. Color party. Woo! I might copy these colors across. I'm going to move my file. Nope. Let's not make a forward with bash. That would be bad. Vector. TY. Alright. I'm just gonna move some of these files around. And c.sh. I think that's fine. Yep, that works. Keyboard. What are the built-in bash functions? What do I want? I want bash. That's what I want. Yeah, okay. So let's go. That should work, I think. Huh, broke. Just crashed. Huh? I think it's interpreting I'm trying to write hello and the E is breaking. I think the E is being interpreted as like an escape character or something. That's pretty funny. Let's make this. Why is E not working now? Oh, it's broken that now. Let me get to this bit. It's because key press not probably maybe like declare key press special one. How do I even do this? Can I just go like... What exit code was that? Exit, read exit 142. Maybe that timeout. Timing out maybe? did I have before? Maybe this is not working. Why is my whole system? Oh, it's gonna not keyboard. Is this causing an issue? What if I do this in Bash? What if there's a function like function change? Why is this crashing? It's good to know that this works. Not that I'm planning on doing anything with this business yet, but maybe I will. Oh, is that working now? Oh, that did fix it. Weird. Oh, interesting. It's interpreting space as an empty string. It's not what I expected. Raw. What is this? Is it an anti thing? What's yeah, maybe I said to raw mode. Raw. If set, change the modes of the terminal so that no input or output processing will perform. If unset, change the modes of the terminal to some reasonable state. I was going to have to have my Control-C handling after this. Okay, that's good. We got STTY. What's best practice for restoring? Restore STTY. Restore into a... This is what I want. Wow. Wow. Whack. Just doing something for now. Let's just turn off logging for a hot second. Why is it cursor jumping around? I wonder. Oh, echo here maybe? Ah, that's what it is. The new line in this mode just makes it jump from that to that. So new line doesn't work like it's supposed to anymore. So new line just goes down once and go back to the start. I suppose that's good to know. Word. I was like, Word is a good site. I read what you wrote wrong. Yes, I'm aware. Look, Dreamweaver is kind of what I was thinking of. And then I can, or maybe I could use WebDAV to upload my scripts to my my FTP server. Well, I know. Well, look, I just figured something out, so I'm happy with myself. So enter when you've put the TTY into raw mode, a new line character makes it jump down to the next thing. Cool ducks. I believe we get you will get an interview with a just gotta have a good attitude. You wanna know a fun fact? I lied about what my skills were in my first interview. When I went for my first Ruby on Rails job, the guy was like, do you know no, I didn't know, I knew Rails, but he was like, do you know RSpec? I'm like, yeah, I know RSpec. I can RSpec I can R specification. I had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. Maybe he knew I was lying, maybe not, but I didn't know shit. So I went home and learned all about a bunch of stuff before I got the job. Just lie, basically. Fake it till you make it. That's what I say. What I know is like, it's like that, so. Entering a new line now, I've learned, doesn't move the cursor back to the start. Which is a good thing to know. Well, I think actually this should act more like a chat app. When you type hello and you press enter, it just sends off the command and resets the state of the typey entry thingy. You shouldn't have to replay. It shouldn't output the command. Let's go to this. So pressing enter should so this is a bit different now. So instead of break, I suppose I can leave this code down there for now. It's not great, but it's fine. I go input equals blank, and then I have to move the cursor back. So if I just run that now, it does nothing. Great. So how do I clear this thing that I'm calling the input barracks? How is this moving forward, I wonder? Like, how is that? Print. When in raw mode, printing new line no longer moves the cursor down and to the beginning of the next line. Instead, it moves the cursor. I'm going to put this in my like. You have to print a file, print the file a line at a time. Maybe this is okay. Maybe I'm stressing about nothing. Why isn't backspace working, I wonder? This moving business is not working. Move. Cursors. Move the cursor in columns. Oh, it's capital D. Maybe I got the. Oops. Maybe that was wrong. Hey. Very cool. No, I don't want this one. What does a raise inline do? Maybe I need to print. Okay, I gotta print a delete character. All right, let's have a look. I've got a log somewhere. Oh, it is this weird 3 till thing. Three tilled. Let's try that 3 tilled. I'll do this now. Just do it. Does nothing cool, so not quite. Oh, that dude doesn't do anything. Interesting. I wanted to have something always after the cursor. Pardon me. $33 1. So it'll be 0. being recognized. Okay. Let's not do that. This seems to work now. Cool. Oops. That's a problem. Yeah, that's not what I want.
Interesting.
Oh, the wife is calling. When the wife calls, it means it's time to get off the stream. No, I was doing some fancy, doing some stuff. Hope that was entertaining. Got stuck in the zone then. Did I stop really talking? But I will